sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Hello, Chicago.
Hello.
My name is Wendell Potter, and for 20 years I worked as a senior executive at health insurance companies, and I saw how they confuse their customers and dump the sick, so also they can satisfy their Wall Street investors. That's how I introduced myself when I testified before a Senate committee last June. I finally had the guts to tell Congress and anyone else who would listen how insurance companies make sure that people who most need decent and affordable coverage often don't have a chance of getting it. Folks, the reason 1 out of 4 of us in this country either has no health insurance at all or has insurance that won't come close to covering our medical expenses if we get sick or injured is because of the greediness of Wall Street investors and the CEOs who are accountable to them.
Yes,
the reason that 20,000 of our friends and relatives die every year because they have no insurance is because of Wall Street's unrelenting profit demands. The reasons we have never been able to achieve health insurance reform in this country is because insurance companies pour millions and millions of dollars into dishonest, fear-mongering campaigns to scare Americans away from the very reforms that would benefit them. Folks, this is evil, and it is evil motivated by greed. It took seeing thousands of people standing in line for hours in the rain to get care in animal stalls that opened my eyes to the consequences of that evil and that greed. People, it is unacceptable that any of our fellow Americans should be treated that way. When my former CEO at CIGNA makes more money in a day than most Americans make in a year, it is unacceptable that corporate bureaucrats like I used to be, who know they will be fired if they don't do their part to help meet Wall Street's demands, determine whether or not a procedure your doctor orders to save your child's life will be covered. It's unacceptable that less and less of our premium dollar every year that we pay our insurance companies goes to pay doctors and hospitals for the care that they deliver. It is unacceptable that more and more of that premium dollar that we pay winds up in the pockets of already obscenely rich CEOs and Wall Street investors. It is unacceptable that insurance companies continue to get away with their dirty tricks, like creating front groups that put ads on TV that are full of lies and disinformation, and that send people out to disrupt meetings like this one, to kill any kind of reform that might reduce their profits. I want to close by thanking you for not falling for those tried and true practices that the industry resorts to every time there is a serious effort to reform our broken healthcare system. Many of you took time off of work or your studies to be here today. Others of you had to find someone to take care of your kids so that you could be here. And many of you, probably most of you, have been advocates of healthcare reform far longer than I have. It is people like you all across the country who will make sure that insurance industry's dirty tricks will not work this time. I'm truly honored to be with you here today, and thank you very much.
That's pretty good for his first time.
All right.
We're going to make a rally speaker out of him yet.
All right.
Next up, another fighter from the Congress who's on our side, from the powerful Ways and Means Committee, Congressman Danny Davis.
Well, I tell you what, I am a rally speaker. And it's so good to see so many of our friends here who've not only been rallying, but they've been speaking, they've been marching, they've been planning, they've been fighting, they've been getting ready for the day when we can have a national health insurance plan, single payer with everybody in and nobody out.
All right.
And folks will not give up, they never will. You know, there are some people in America who just don't understand what it means to be healthy. They don't want a healthy economy, they don't want a healthy environment, and they don't want healthy people. But I tell you, we've got a chance right now, and we got to keep the heat on. It's going to be hot during the summer, but we got to keep the heat on the Senate so that they come out of there with a real plan. We got to keep the heat on the House where I serve so that we don't compromise and give up too much. You know, we've got all kind of individuals in the Democratic caucus, and we've got the blue dogs and the yellow dogs and the green dogs, but we also got the real health care for America dogs.
All right.
And I want to be one of the health care for America dogs. It's good to be in Chicago, where we know that we need health care. I tell you, Chicagoans are the greatest people in the world. No doubt about it. We will rally until we win. We fight, we will have victory and health care for everybody in America.
Healthcare, 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 healthcare.
Boy, wouldn't it be great to have 430 more congressmen like